So just when you thought you were safe and we were maybe running out of these Ditsy Day stories, they literally come in thick and fast. I actually hadn't realised how ditzy I was until friends have reminded me of stories. I've remembered stories. My kids have remembered stories. Simon's. I mean, like I said, it's not even a story. It's just that's just the life. That's just the way it is. That's just the way it is. I don't know why I did that. Anyway, this story starts in the Cotswolds, so it's in a quintessentially, I don't know if that's a word, English place. Never been before, Broughton on the Water. Really excited. Fell in love with it. You know, it was like a fairy tale. Everything was just lovely. There had a little river running through it. Cobbled streets. It was just beautiful. And maybe that's my disclaimer. Maybe my disclaimer is the fact that I was in a wonderland. Because I was sitting in this cafe and I have a thing. I mean, I love sausage dogs. I think they look so cute with the long body and the long nose. I think they're so cute and they waddle around. I haven't got one, but I love one. I'd love them. I don't know if I'd love one though. I don't know if I'd be able to cope with the cat. But anyway, I love the idea of a sausage dog. And I was sitting in this cafe and all of a sudden I shot up and Simon was like, "Are you all right?" I said, "Yeah, I am, but I'll be back in a minute." He said, "Well, what's up?" I said, "I'll be back in a minute. I won't be long. I'm just going to go and do something." I ran over, and I don't mean like a casual walk, like I could have got away with. A casual walk as in, could have walked the other way. I like ran over in excitement to this woman that had the most beautiful sausage dog. It was brown and dark colours and it was long and it was gorgeous. And I ran over to it because I thought, do you know what? I'm just going to ask if I can stroke it. You don't see them very often. You didn't back then. You do now. I'm just going to ask if I can stroke it. God, I'm the sweat on. And so I did. I charged over to it. Really excited. And she looked at me gone out. And I wanted Broughton on the Water to swallow me up. And she actually said, bless her heart, she was like quintessentially English. She was, "Can I help you?" I didn't know what to say at this point. I'd made such a song and dance of leaping over to go and stroke this dog. And when I got there, I mean, if you can guess the rest of the story, then you're a genius, because really, even Einstein wouldn't know this, because this is just madness. So she said, "Can I help you?" I said, "Yeah, I just," and as I looked down, I kid you not, it was her designer brown suedette leather handbag. Now just let that land, because then I'm looking down at the gorgeous designer handbag and she's looking up with all of her friends picnicking at Broughton on the Water. And I just said, I thought, Dee, at this point, you've got nothing to lose. Do you know what I mean? And I just said, I'm really sorry. I said, it's just that I've got a real thing for sausage dogs. I love sausage dogs. Again, still looking at me gone out. I said, and I really need my eyes checking. I said, because I was over there, I looked over and I thought I saw a dog. But it must have gone. It must have gone. At no point I don't believe, to my recollection, did I admit that I thought her gorgeous, expensive, brown, leatherette, suede, you name it, handbag was a dog. I sheepishly walked away thinking there must have been a dog. Looked back and thought, yeah, that's what I thought was a dog, because I could see its tail, I could see its head, I could see it all. And then you have to try and explain to Simon that you've ran off, leapt across Bolton on the Water, just to potentially go and stroke a lady's handbag. I mean, what? If you've... I mean, any help will be greatly received, but yeah, that is a snippet. That's just the norm. And I hope it's made you laugh. Have a great Monday.